Hey everyone, welcome to Tyneside Troubles, episode 2 with me, James, from the Football Manager Whiz Kids. Now in today's episode, we kick off the Sky Bet Championship campaign away to Derby County. It's a tough game to open the season, but hopefully we can pick up a vital 3 points. Now, today we're going to show you the staff that we have brought in, talk about the transfers we have made. There's been a lot of sales and loaned players going out, and we will also discuss the one player I'm looking to bring in case we end up changing system, and that will lead on to the tactics that we're currently going to employ in the opening game of the season and what I think could hopefully suit us best. But first up, guys, we will look at the pre-season results and see how we got on. So we won't run through each game in too much detail individually, but we will run through the results. So the first game away to Cambridge, we won 2-0, Musa Sissoko and Ayoze Perez getting goals, putting us 2-0 up before half time, and we kept the result at 2-0. We then moved on to Bristol Rovers away from home, winning 3-0, Mitrovic, Tovan and Matt Ritchie getting his first goal for Newcastle United. Another clean sheet, second successive one in a row, leading on to a third successive clean sheet in a row against Bury away, with Czech Tyote getting a rare goal considering he's only scored one in his entire Newcastle United career. Czech Tyote incidentally has been given the captain's armband by me for this season to come. Johan Gouffran also getting on the score sheet. We move on. Our first and only home game of the pre-season campaign, we lost our only suffered defeat, 1-2, Vernon Anita getting our goal in a game that we played pretty poorly, to be fair. I expected to win every game in pre-season. I didn't win this one, my only home one, and I lost. We then went away to America to play DC United at the RFK Stadium. We won 4-0, Dwight Gale getting his first goal for the club, making it a hat-trick in the first half. Matt Ritchie also getting on the score sheet. And recently we played our feeder club, Gateshead, where we beat them 3-0, Rolando Aarons, Florian Tovan and Matt Ritchie again getting on the score sheet. So in total we picked up 5 clean sheets, 5 wins, 1 loss, and we scored a lot of goals. Really looking forward to this campaign. A tough game to start, but I think we can do quite well today. So we have done a lot of clear out regarding the staff. Now I did say I like to bring in UK based staff who know the league quite well or know the country quite well. Now we have offered contracts to quite a few members of staff, but the people we have brought in are Mick Halsall as the under-21 assistant manager, Matthew Monte Colombo as a fitness coach, he was formerly of West Ham United, Frankie Bunn, under-21 coach, formerly of Huddersfield, Terry McDermott. Now everyone has their go-to guy regarding staff. Terry McDermott is mine. No matter what the save, I always bring him with me. Ray Wilkins, Kevin Keane, Mark Chamberlain, who is of course Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's father, I believe, Steve Cottrell, and former physio of Everton, Mick Rathbone. We will get a few more in, guys. The staff is not quite set yet. If we bring in any more major ones, I will let you know. We also brought in a director of football, Mike Rigg from Fulham. We did try to get Glenn Hoddle, but he went on to be the director of football at Burnley. So as far as signings go, guys, we've only brought in one player, that is Rico Henry from Walsall, a player that I've wanted to use and develop into something special since the game really began. He's someone I think is quite good, and apparently he's highly rated in real life, and Newcastle are supposedly sniffing around him in real life, so we'll see if anything develops in that. But I'm really looking forward to use him. He will provide competition and possibly start ahead of Masario Haidara, but we'll see how things go on that front. Rico Henry did cost me 2.8 million. That was money straight up front, no additional clauses, which I don't like to add on any clauses where I have to pay anything in the future. I like to do just cash upfront deals there and then. Now players leaving: Daniel Barlaser, the under-21 captain, he has joined Tranmere on loan. Macaulay Gillespie has joined Forest Green on a free contract. Kyle Cameron on loan to Dagenham and Redbridge. Callum Roberts on loan to Ross County. Jamie Sterry has moved on a free transfer. I think his attributes will be upgraded on the new Football Manager 2017 when it comes out. He has also moved to Dagenham and Redbridge, but on a permanent free transfer. Lubomir Satka has joined Barnsley on loan. Haris Vukic to Leeds on loan. It was imperative that I got Vukic's wages off the wage bill. I think Leeds are paying around 80% of his £15,000 per week. Paul Dummett, 1.6 million to Burnley. Alex Gilead on loan to Rotherham. Sami Amiobi, 1.5 million to Brighton. That is a bit of a steal there. Emmanuel Riviere. It was just imperative that we got Riviere and Gouffran off the wage bill, and any sort of fee we could command would be a bonus. we done a double deal for Riviere and Gouffran for 1.25 million to Marseille. Vernon Anita 5 million to Shakhtar. I did say to you I might keep him depending on the money we could get offered for him. 5 million, pretty reasonable, and we got his £35,000 per week wage off the bill. And the same reason, I think I could have got more money, but 1.5 million for the injury prone, big wage CM de Jong. And that, guys, wraps up the transfer business so far on August the 9th as we approach the first game of the season. I did request from Mike Ashley that I go on a coaching course to try and improve my attributes, but whilst he agreed with me, he declined that, and I will not be going on any coaching course very soon. So my reputation stays at half start, and I'm not currently on any coaching courses. Regarding the finances, guys, the overall balance is £69 million. We have 22 million in the coffers for the transfer kitty should I need to use it. I can push that up to around 26-27 million if I choose to. Wage budget £972,000 we have that we can spend, but we're currently spending £800,000 per week, which is pretty good because we've got that down by around £170,000, which I predicted we would in episode 1. Now, the only other transfer activity really that's going on at the club right now is we have a £2.5 million bid accepted for Tino Susic of Hajduk Split. He is Bosnian with 4 caps. He's going to come in, I think, and I think he will be on around £12,000 per week. He's left-footed, plays in the cam role, and he's decent all round, and I think he could be quite good in the Championship. His pace lets him down, decision making isn't great, teamwork could be a bit better, but in general for the Championship this guy could be really good. He likes to shoot from distance, he dictates tempo. The disappointing thing really is he dwells on the ball, but overall I think we will have him wrapped up by episode 3 and he could be a good signing for the club. So here we are on the tactics screen, guys, and this is the team I'm going to go with today, and we'll see how we get on. We are playing a 4-2-2-2 or a 4-4-2 almost, but with a bit more of an attacking edge. Tim Krul, Rico Henry as a fullback, along with Daryl Janmaat, both on attack, Lascelles and Mbemba in central defence. In the middle of the park, Czech Tayot is the ball-winning midfielder, box-to-box, John Joe Shelby. Now, I did want to play him as a deep-line playmaker, but I couldn't have him shoot more often in that, so I changed it to box-to-box, because he does have good long shooting, and I want him to try and catch the keeper out and take a few long shots. On the left, Tovan, probably rotate with Rolando Aarons, but he's not currently fully fit, only at 76% fitness. Matt Ritchie on the right-hand side. Up top, we're going with Dwight Gale and Alexander Mitrovic as the target man. On the bench we have Grant Hanley, Jesus Gomez, Jack Colback, Musa Sissoko, Rolando Aranza, Jose Perez, Adam Armstrong. Easily any of those could be in the starting 11. In the reserve, Matt Sells, Freddie Woodman, Carl Darlow, Kevin Mbabu, Masario Haidara, Isaac Hayden and Henri Sevet. We have a good squad, a lot of depth in there. We could maybe do with another striker just in case, but again, we're not sure if we're going to stick with this formation or we're going to change it up. We are bringing in Akam and Tino Susic should he join the club, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to go with a controlling mentality today. Team shape will be flexible, and we have 9 team instructions: retain possession, play out control, play out of defence, hit early crosses, run at defence, exploit the flanks, be more expressive, prevent short goalkeeper distribution and play much wider. So today, the opening game of the campaign, hopefully we can get up and running with 3 points and a victory away from home in a tough game against Derby County. So here are the lineups, guys, and you've already been run through our lineup, so I won't go through it again. We're lining up against a 3-4-1-2, quite a weird formation. It's something I will look to exploit at the fullbacks. If they push their 2 wing backs on, we should look to exploit that with Tovan and Ritchie. So Derby line up with Carson, Keogh, Pierce, Shackle, Forsyth, Christie, Hughes, Johnson, Bryson, Vyman and Martin. On the bench, Grant, Olsen, Jeff Hendrick, a player that I would really like on this game. Russell, Ince, Baird and Blackman. Derby, a very good and popular choice on Football Manager and have a real good squad about them. So the boys have been briefed, it's all set to start in the opening match of the campaign. Hopefully we can get off and running with a big victory today. So here we are, a minute into the game. I'm going to change a couple of my tabs. I'm going to remove that to Cathrow's latest feedback so I know what is going on in the game. Forsyth, Tayoti, Mitrovic, Tovan, Tayoti, As you can see, guys, I'm playing in last season's 3D kits. Hopefully there'll be some new ones released soon for the upcoming campaign. Hopefully they're released before FM17 comes out so we can use them on the game this year. And as you can see, 6 minutes in, guys, a scrappy goal, and Chris Martin has put Derby County 1-0 up, and Derby really are opening up very quick here. 4 shots on target. Lightning start, and we're really to get going in this game. 15 minutes gone here. We have managed to get a shot away, but Derby pressing on again. Johnson. Keogh. Plays it back to Scott Carson. Johnson. Into Martin. Plays it forward to Wyman. Wyman goes for the shot, and Tim Krul manages to gather it up. Really, to get into this game, I expect Derby to be up there challenging by the end of the season. Christie, Forsyth, both wingbacks on the same flank here. Gale, Mitrovic, Gale again, Tiote, Tovan plays it wide. Rico Henry on his debut puts it in. Tovan, and it's in! It's a goal, and Dwight Gale gets his debut goal on the opening game of the campaign in Sky Bet Championship, and really after 21 minutes that goal was undeserved, but I'll take it. Gets us back in the game, and hopefully we can push on here and really make a battle of this. Mbemba, Janmat. We did have a bid from Paris Saint-Germain for Janmat, and Matt Ritchie goes down, and the referee points to the penalty spot given away from Jason Shackle, and the beast Alexander Mitrovic will step up here. Not the best penalty taker in the team, Jonjo Shelvey is, but for me it's all about confidence, it's all about goals, and I want my striker and my main man to get goals, and that is what they have done. Mitrovic gets us a goal, a penalty puts us 2-1 up, and both strikers have a goal already in the opening game of the season. Assist technically coming from Matt Ritchie for that penalty, and Florian Tovan getting the assist for Dwight Gale's goal. Great strike and a good save from Tim Krul there, getting the nod ahead of Matt Sells. We did not receive any bids for Tim Krul. Watford, I believe, were interested, but yet to come of anything that deal. 38 minutes gone here as we approach half time mark. Dwight Gale, and he puts it in, but Scott Carson manages to gather it up. 39 minutes gone here. Matt Ritchie, Czech Tiote, Mitrovic, Gale, Henry plays it into Mitrovic, and Gale is in, and he is offside. 40 minutes gone here. We have gotten back into this game. We've got 3 shots on target out of our 4 shots in total. And considering the bad start we had to this game, Derby playing quite well. 6 of their shots are on target, and really I think we're a little bit fortunate to be going into half time here with the lead, should it stay 2-1. We might look to change a few things. There's a lot of players playing quite poorly here. 43 minutes gone, and we have an extended highlight in play currently. Johnson, Christie, and it's blocked. Christie again plays it in, and it's Martin, and he puts it wide. The goalkeeper looked to be caught out there. Unfortunately, it goes wide for us. Janmat, Ritchie, Mitrovic, back into Ritchie. Janmat again. Mitrovic wins it. Dwight Gale wide to Tovan. Tovan will put it in and hit the back post, and Matt Ritchie ghosts in unmarked, and Matt Ritchie puts Newcastle United ahead 3-1, and that is a debut goal for Matt Ritchie also. So guys, we'll be back in just a second to start the second half. Okay guys, so the second half is about to start. No changes. I have told the team not to get complacent though, because football indeed can turn around very quickly. As you can see there, we didn't play too well in the first half, but we're coming away 3-1 up surprisingly. I have put on look for overlap, so hopefully our fullbacks Enrico Henry and Daryl Janmat can get more further forward, and we've also put on clear ball to flanks for that exact same reason. If I manage to come out of this with a victory, I'd be very happy. Derby can feel aggrieved to be 3-1 down. We will make a few substitutions, but the attacking players, Ritchie 1 assist 1 goal, Tovan 2 assists, and Mitrovic and Gale 1 goal each. The 4 attacking players are playing quite well as it stands. But we'll give it around the hour mark and we will make changes, and Chris Martin really should have scored there. and put Derby to 1 goal behind and in with a shout of this game. That is a big chance, and they may look to rue that. So we're going to look to make a change now, guys. I'm going to bring on Jesus Gomez at left back for his debut. We will also bring on Adam Armstrong for Dwight Gale, and we'll bring on a Jose Perez for Alexander Mitrovic, and we'll change him to the Trequartista role. He likes to play in that 10 role, Jose Perez. So last action before the 3 substitute changes are made. Hopefully they can influence and maybe gets another goal and wrap the 3 points up. At the iMac Arena, or iPro Arena I think it's called now. Not called Pride Park these days. Football stadiums are all about money and sponsorship, such as the Etihad and the Emirates, etc. Derby have followed suit and called their stadium the iPro Stadium. Substitutions made. Gomez naturally at right back, but going in at left back just now. And Jeff Hendrick puts that wide. A player I actually did inquire about, but I got quoted around £9 million, and I'm not willing to spend that on a player in the Championship to play in the Championship. Shelvey and Matt Ritchie is offside. 70 minutes gone here, guys. I can't see us conceding 2 goals now. You never know with Football Manager, but I fully expect us to go on and take the 3 points here in the opening game of the campaign. A really good victory should we do that. As I said before, I expect Derby to be up there challenging. They have a very good squad for the Championship. Clearance from Tim Krul. Cyrus Christie on the right. Swings in, and it's a header from Hendrick, and he puts it over the bar. Tovan. Had a good game, Tovan. No inquiries for him. And Armstrong and Ritchie. And that was almost a 4th goal for the Magpies there. Cleared away. Standout performances. Tovan with a 7.5, 7.7 for Matt Ritchie so far. Pretty pleased with how things have went, and another good save from Tim Krul there. I tell you what, the chances that Derby have had, 14 shots, 7 on target, really they could and should be level, and if I'm being honest, I would say a draw would be the right result for this game, but I'm not going to complain. That's the way things happen in the Championship. Happens in all walks of football. Results don't always go the way the performance says it should. We're into the 89th minute here. Should be routine stuff now. Yanmat, Mbemba, Yanmat again. Ritchie, great debut from him. Perez, wide to Tovan. Plays in, and a strange attempt there from Adam Armstrong, the young Englishman, who have dubbed to be a big player on the game and in real life. Perez away, Armstrong chases it down, but Scott Carson picks it up, and that should just about wrap up this game, guys. Boggles at play and expect the full-time whistle, and there it goes from Pride Park, but I'm sure it's called the iPro Stadium now. Derby 1, Newcastle United 3, a thoroughly good win. Some decent performances, in particular from Ritchie and Tovan. Good to see Dwight Gale get a goal as well, but a pleasing 3 points. Chancel and Mbemba getting man of the match with an 8.2. Nothing to really show you guys, but as the stats would suggest, Derby did probably deserve to get a point out of that. Puts us near the top of the league, 3-1 win. Reading top of the league after one game with a 4-0 victory. Okay guys, so it's not going to be an episode or series where we're going to come back every 2 or 3 games. We really want to progress quick and fast into this series. So we will come back for the first really huge home game of the season. It's going to be against Aston Villa, who are sure to be up there competing. We will come back to you on the 29th of September, and of course we will wrap up any dealings that have happened in the transfer window and before it's shut. So before that we have Rotherham, Bristol City, Blackburn, Capital One Cup duties, Wolves, Wigan, Norwich, Brentford, Leeds, and then we will be back with you for Aston Villa at home. As ever guys, thank you for watching, take care, and don't forget to subscribe, like and follow us everywhere on social media. I've been James, you've been brilliant, we are the Whiz Kids, and I'll see you very soon.